We are not out of the woods yet. I'm not giving up.
He's literally crazy. He cannot make up his mind.
What is this? This is the 4th most nervous I've ever been in our van.
Oh, we're in sand.
Yeah, I didn't like the feel of that.
We're in really deep sand right now.
Can't rush greatness.
We're in Utah. I don't even think we realized we were going to Utah.
That wasn't.
But we're in Utah. We just drove 4 hours from Chandler, Arizona, all the way to Page, Arizona, because we have 4 bucket list places that we are hoping to check off in the next 48 hours.
In the next 48 hours, we are going to try to hit the Grand Canyon, Glen Canyon Dam, which is Lake Powell, Antelope Canyon, and where we're at right now, Horseshoe Bend.
And the Antelope Canyon place, that's what I'm most excited to see, actually, because I follow this account over on the Instagram and they're always showing just gorgeous, gorgeous photos of it. And so my hopes are kind of high for that one. The only problem is going to be if the sun doesn't come out, because I think it does need the sun in order to, you know, shine in all its glory. But anyways, we're at our first bucket list item. Let's go check it out.
So I don't have a fear of heights, but I even had some vertigo coming down or sticking this, what is it called, the 360 over the edge and kind of moving it around and turning.
I couldn't even go up there with you. It was too scary.
Yeah, that was, we are very high. That was quite the view. The water is like this really cool turquoise blue. I don't know if the camera catches it, but it's really, really cool. Can you see down there?
Okay, some cool facts about the Horseshoe Bend is the process of forming this Horseshoe Bend began over 200 million years ago, according to Google, at least.
This section of the Colorado River flows from east to west, and the cliff is over 1,000 feet tall. How many of you guys have been here before? Leave it in the comments below.
Okay, so I was just asking Bob, don't you think a lot of people might fall? I see so many people around here like getting super close to the edge, and so I looked it up and it said a ton of deaths have occurred here. People actually do fall.
Did you guys want to come up on that one?
Guys, we got to stand behind the guardrail. Be careful.
So it's about 3:30 now. We need to head into Page and actually up to the Glen Canyon Dam. And then above that is where Lake Powell is, where we're going to try to find a place to boondock for the night. So we need to hurry up and get up there. Got probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 before the sun sets. So we need to get out of here. So let's go. All right, we found a pretty cool place, Lone Rock Beach camping site. I think we might have to pay because it's on the national parks website is where it referred me to. But I don't know. We're gonna have to check it out and see. Well, we made it to Utah. Never been here in the van before.
I was just on iOverlander reading about this place that we're gonna go try and overland at. I'm a little nervous because entry after entry after entry kept saying they got stuck in the sand. So I don't want to get stuck in the sand. Hopefully there's some solid packed in spots that we can stay in, but we'll see.
So private vehicle $30, bicycle annual. Camping fee is $14. So I think is it $30 plus 14?
Wow.
I gotta pay now? Do you want me to pay?
You have to.
I was hoping to be free. I would say we are okay to follow this hard-packed gravel road.
Yeah.
And we'll see
What
how close
happens?
we can get without getting stuck.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got a couple of choices. We could stay here, which isn't a bad spot, or we get a little closer to the water, kind of just straight ahead, maybe about 100, 150 yards or so.
You think the van can do it?
Oh, I definitely think the van can do it.
Okay.
We'll get in there. It's the getting out part we got to worry about. Besides, we took our other van down to Baja and we're like on the beach.
That is true.
This is like hard packed gravel. So somebody's way down there.
In a vehicle, though.
Vehicle, but
Yeah.
if I could see a good path to the water, I would probably take it. But otherwise, we can be pretty level and I feel like pretty safe here. Okay, so we're kind of we're at a crux now. There is one more hard spot right up there that we could kind of move over and get to.
It's up to you, Bob.
Let's move up here a little bit more. Straight, don't turn the wheel in the sand.
Oh, we're in sand.
Ooh, ooh.
That was a little sandy.
Yeah, I didn't like the feel of that. I think this road that's here in front of us,
Yeah.
but you have to go through that really deep sand. And
Oh.
There's not a chance. Now, the other option might be you go up farther. There's some cones, I think I see way out in the distance.
Oh, I see that.
You might be able to go that way,
Yeah.
but I would only feel comfortable if we got out and walked it. So
Okay.
otherwise, I say let's do a U-turn. We'll get set up right here as kind of like a
Our
first
spot.
option.
Yeah.
And then we can kind of meander around on foot and see if we can find something maybe where we can get down a little closer to the water, but at least we'll have a spot.
Uh-oh.
Nope, hard gravel. We're good. We're good. We're good. Uh-oh, we're not good. Just kidding. We are going to be turning in sand, which is something I said don't do, but we have to get aligned with the perfect spot. Okay.
Feels good to me.
I would say this is a pretty good spot. Okay. All right. Well, we found a spot. Looks pretty awesome. I'm really excited to explore this place and see what we can find, because I wish the water was a little higher, but so does the rest of the country.
We're here.
You go out there.
Let's go explore and see where Bob brought us to. To me, it feels like the middle of freaking nowhere.
So what I'd like to find is a spot closer down by the water. We can see this hard path right here, but there's this sandy patch, and obviously the van won't make it through that.
Oh yeah, look at this.
So yeah, there's no way.
No.
But
no way. Oh, I got sand on my shoe.
if we can find a hard spot, like right, you see where that cone is?
Yeah.
Maybe right there.
We're in Utah. I don't even think we realized we were going to Utah.
That wasn't.
But we're in Utah.
It wasn't really in the plan for the day.
Yeah, Utah was not on our agenda.
But we get to check the box. We're here.
We're here. And the funny thing is I thought we were just going to do bucket list items in Arizona. And we made it to Utah.
The van could never get through here. It's too heavy and only front wheel drive. So we'll have to walk way over there. But first, let's check to see if it's even worth it. So let's follow this path and then we'll kind of loop back that way.
Okay. Is it just me? Or is there a storm headed our way?
I think winter is coming.
No, look at by our van. It looks dark and ominous up there.
Here's my assessment. I think we could get to this spot, but I don't know if it's great if we come loop back around. We'd have to walk over there to see by those cones.
There's the van right there.
The other option would we could try to get over there, which looks like another good spot, but I'm worried about this sand that's right there. Is it worth it? Does it matter?
No, I don't think it matters.
It's almost 5 o'clock, so it's just a few minutes before 5 o'clock. Sun's gonna be setting soon. I don't know if it really matters. It's cloudy, so we're not gonna see a sunset. And the sunrise, well, we'll still see it. I kind of can see a path.
Do you want to just go drive it and see?
I'm afraid. What if we get stuck though?
I know.
Here's the thing. We are perfectly fine where we're at. If we drive and try to get down, like let's say we get right here, like it's nice and level, great view. But if we don't make it here, then we just got stuck for no reason. And that'd be pretty embarrassing that we have to actually call like the park ranger and say, come pull me out because I'm dumb.
No one asked for my opinion, but I'm going to give it anyways. I don't know if I even have a vote, but my vote is we just stay where we are. I think we have a great view.
So let me add to that.
As you're walking in really deep sand.
Right. You have a vote, and it's pretty much the only one that matters. So I can say whatever I want, but ultimately, what do you want?
I want to stop walking. I will say that. We went to Horseshoe Bend today and walked 3 miles. Now, Bob made me walk all the way down to the water. We're in really deep sand right now. I'm out of breath. I think I could just go for some dinner and relaxation. Are you jealous of the guy down there?
He's got such a great spot.
He wants to be where that truck is.
Level, right by the water.
If you can do it.
I mean, I can get there. I can totally get there. It's the getting out part. Downhill in the sand, totally fine. Getting out, not totally fine. The other nice thing about being up here, which I'm out of breath, but hey, that's fine, is we're close to the bathrooms. So if you have an emergency bathroom break in the middle of the night, you're right there.
We have a bathroom in our van.
It's true. But if there's a situation that arises and you don't want to do it in the van, just saying.
Okay, you got me there.
All right.
What are we gonna do, Bob?
We got a couple options. We can move the van right there.
Okay.
Which I think is totally unnecessary, but an option. Or we can just level the van where we're at and make some dinner.
Oh, you're giving up?
I'm not giving up. I'm admitting that we found a great spot at our first try. So why keep looking? No, I think it's all sand. I think this is the best spot. Because literally to leave, all we would have to do is turn and hit this gravel road and then head out. That's way easier. If we were to go down there, I think we have to cross this big patch of sand.
Yeah, we do.
I'm just not comfortable, so let's just stay here. This will be great. I just really want to be down by the water, so I got to go check that out. I'm going to go look over here at this bathroom and see if there's a path that we can cut across over there. If not, I'll leave it alone and we'll stay here. I promise.
Yeah, right. Okay. He's literally crazy. He cannot make up his mind. And I think the problem is I'm not helping. I just don't really care. And if he thinks the van can do it, then let's try. I think what I can see is him shaking his head. No. I think it's like gonna be a big fat no, but we'll see.
I'll stop here so I can catch my breath. All right, there's no way. I'm giving up. There's too much sand. It's actually really, really deep. And I can see lots of paths behind it to get over to where he's at. You got to go through the sand. There's no question.
Okay.
So let's get our leveling blocks out and make some dinner.
What do you think?
I mean, it could be better, it could be worse, but we're gonna go with that.
Here comes that truck. He made it.
Okay, follow him, see where he goes. See if we can get down there.
No!
Yeah, you just hit it. Wow. Nope, not an option for us to get down there.
But he handled it like a boss.
He has a four-wheel drive truck.
Oh, okay.
See, this is why we need this Storyteller Overlander, because then we could just drive right down there with four-wheel drive.
Oh my gosh, that's your argument. Did not see that one coming.
Let's get everything all set up, ready to go.
How's it going, Mr. Chef?
Very good. We're almost done with the chicken and veggies.
Ooh, what goes into this?
So we keep it pretty simple. It's some chicken. If you can either use canned chicken or raw chicken and just cook it and just saute it on the pan, or in the pan. Some frozen vegetables in there. And so then we add noodles and pesto. So tonight I am really looking forward to this rosemary olive oil focaccia. Looking super good.
You gonna be able to warm that up?
Maybe. Okay, so the meat and veggies are done. They're resting.
That is true van life.
Hey,
you only have
you
so
work
much
with
room.
what you got.
Bob was just making fun of me because I made sure all the doors were shut and locked. For some reason out here, there's nobody out here but one other RV, and it makes me feel a little nervous. It just feels so open, and somebody just could come and do what, I don't know. But anyways, here's the salad Bob made with his homemade from scratch ranch. It's so good, guys. I wish you could try it. What?
Warmed up your bread.
Wow, you figured out how to do it.
I did. Smells amazing. All right, let's eat.
Take the first bite. How is it?
It's so good. I am so hungry.
You love your own cooking so much. Good job, Bob. Dinner was amazing. So good. As always, Bob kills it. So we just got done cleaning the kitchen. We're good. It's all clean. It's all clean. And we got the coffee machine out for tomorrow, but we're going to go ahead and sign off for tonight and just enjoy the evening. So we'll see you guys in the morning.
Good morning, guys. We just got up and we may have a problem. Last night, it rained almost all night long. And in fact, there's water in the window. Hopefully that's condensation. But anyway, it rained all last night and we may have some trouble getting back up the hill through the sand. I don't know. Hopefully the rocks are packed tight enough that it's not a problem, but we won't know. And it's actually made me a little nervous and I didn't sleep very well because of it last night.
Because it started raining when we were about to go to sleep. And did we just not look at the weather?
Well, we looked at the weather and it said that there was a chance of rain for just a couple of hours. It started raining basically as soon as the sun went down, which meant we couldn't really drive back up the hill in the dark. And so we had to basically wait it out here. So so it just made me nervous. And so then all night long, I kept waking up and rolling over and hearing it raining. And it was kind of freaking me out. So,
and remember last night when you were like, we can go closer to the water.
If we would have gone closer, we would have absolutely had a problem. There's no doubt in my mind. So I'm glad we stayed where we were. Now I'm just nervous about getting back to the main entrance. I'm thinking we'll just grab a quick cup of coffee and then we'll start heading our way up and see if we get stuck.
No, we're not going to get stuck.
I certainly hope not.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you?
Let's see, I would rank the most nervous I've ever been was when we crossed the Mexican border at Mexicali. For sure, that was number 1.
Yep.
Number 2 would have been probably our first time into Mexico when we went to Rocky Point. Just the drive through Sonoita down to Rocky Point. It's a little sketchy and I was all nervous about being pulled over. And then from there, it would be when we almost had to cancel our trip because we couldn't get our batteries to work. And we didn't, and that's when our inverter was broken and we couldn't get the shore power to work in Texas.
Yep.
And then for sure this time. So what is this? This is the 4th most nervous I've ever been in our van.
And it's just because it rained all night and we're out in the sand.
Yes.
We're going to be fine.
There's nobody else around. That's the other thing. So
right.
we don't have traction pads because, you know, we won't need those. And no one's around. So if we get stuck, I mean, who are we going to call?
Ghostbusters.
We could call the Ghostbusters.
You're right, though.
I have a feeling they're not going to come and help us, but we can call them.
So we need to drink our coffee, get dressed, and go check it out.
Let's do this. I'm out here checking out everything after the rain last night, and honestly, I was just a little nervous about the rain and it basically making all the sand really soft and then getting stuck. And oddly enough, I mean, it sounded like it was raining really hard in the van, but there's not even like, it wasn't enough rain to actually like wash anything away. So let me show you. I think you guys can see the tracks that are still there, but I mean, it didn't rain that hard. So hopefully it's fine. And it looks like the ground is almost dry, or at least it's in the same condition when we got here. So that makes me feel a lot better about getting out of here. Oh, it is amazing how low the water is. Like, I mean, obviously I've read the news reports and I've seen it, but to come here and actually see where the high water mark is and then like where the actual water level is, it's crazy. I was looking last night on Google Maps because we actually have pretty good cell service here. Where we are currently parked on Google Maps is like, I don't know, 100 yards into the water. So just kind of crazy stuff, but beautiful. And I wish it was sunny and nice and warm out, but it's not, but I'm sure it's even more stunning then. So, all right, let's see what Hillary's up to.
For it raining all night?
That's what I said.
Like, there's no puddles or anything.
No. No puddles, no mud. It's basically the same, like, conditions or dampness that was when we got here. So,
Interesting turn of events.
So I should have actually slept last night and not been nervous all night long, but who knew? It sounded like it was raining hard.
It did.
And
It did. And if you looked on the weather map like we did
yeah,
last night, it was like, oh, it's supposed to rain now. Oh, guys. Well, little drama for you that wasn't needed this morning.
well, hey. we are not out of the woods yet. Well, we are not out of the sand yet. We still need to drive up there. So I agree with you, but we need to finish this and get back up to the road.
Okay. Anyways, in other news, we made another huge newbie mistake. So this Antelope Canyon that I've been wanting to see for a long time, had no idea that you have to make a reservation. You have to take a tour, which ranges from like, at least in January from what we were seeing, $50 to $100, which a person. I'd be willing to pay that. I want to see this, but there is nothing available today. If our sources are correct, we're not getting to see the Antelope Canyon today.
Not today.
Which is a big bummer because that was like my number one thing I wanted to do on this 48-hour trip. Oh well, we'll go see if there's other canyons. We could still go to the Grand Canyon.
I just can't believe. You can kind of see, you can see where the red mark is. That's kind of been the traditional water line.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been as high as that white line on that rock. So we would be like
Underwater.
30 feet underwater right now, which is crazy to me. And the water is 150 feet down there. So
should we go walk down there? It's so nice.
yeah, let's close up the van. We'll go for a walk down by the water.
Okay. We thought that when you walk down here, you would be at the water's edge, but we were completely wrong. This is like a cliff, like a small one, but yeah, look at, I don't know if you can see it, but it's not just a, oh, we're at the water's edge walk.
I'm king of the world!
Oh my word.
Isn't that from Titanic?
Yeah.
We're gonna hike down this sand dune to the water's edge, walk in the mud, get all nice and dirty, and then we'll hoof it like 2 miles back around to the van.
Oh, you think that's what we're doing?
No, that's what we're gonna start doing.
How are we getting down? Where?
See all those footprints?
No.
We're gonna follow in the footsteps of our forefathers.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's go where no one has gone before.
Except for there's tons of footprints. I'm gonna wreck my shoes.
No, step with your heel. That's a little steeper than I thought.
Mm-hmm. How are we?
Short. It's smaller than down there, but it's near vertical.
So this is literally your plan?
This is my plan.
This is where we're going up.
We're gonna make it. We won't die. Let's see. I think we should go. See, we'll follow in
that is a camera. It's not your pointer stick.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take our walk right up here, up this cliff, and up and around we go. We didn't die! We made it! Well, not to the van.
That was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That was actually pretty easy. And worth it. Where's the van?
Ooh, about a half mile over there.
This is definitely a trek. And it's cold.
Maybe it's cold out
Bob,
there.
check what degrees it is.
36.
Oh my word, it's 36?
36 with 3-mile-an-hour winds.
36 with 3-mile-an-hour winds.
Feels like
I'm pretty cold and my hands are freezing.
Step 1. All right, I think I've got a plan of attack. We are gonna kind of back up a little bit. We need to basically do like a little S curve to stay on the rocky path, and then we'll drive up to the top of the hill there and see what's up there, because I can see the trash cans where we need to go, but I can't see the rocky path all the way up, so. Here's the part that I'm a little nervous about, just with all the sand. It's not quite as rocky, so, and it's quite rough. All right, much to my surprise, we made it to the top of the hill. So now I need to throw out our trash and leave no trace.
Wow, good job, Bobby.